waiting, sorry. Right, let's do this. I'm sure everyone can see there. So this is the document. Oh, please tell me I've got the right document open. Can I see how you are progressing with this document? Who is on track? Oh, wonderful, Sarah. That's quite lacquer, actually. And hopefully it's study leave, so you don't have to put in vacation leave to do that. How is this going, or is that the wrong question to ask? I'm assuming everyone is finished with this at this point. That's my evil laugh. Oh, wonderful, Sarah. Oh, that is cool. That is so, so cool. Okay, guys, to also just say, I've been asked by some of the other supervisors to share some of your slideshows. Do you mind if I do? I don't want to blank out and things from a Poppy perspective. No, we'll deal with the extra documents. I don't want to, from a Poppy perspective, have to give permission. Is everyone okay that I share your slideshows? Okay, thank you. Because honestly, some of these were amazing. I think all of yours were fantastic. And I definitely will share them. Dankie man. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, you can see the Afrikaans coming through all the time. Right, so let's start with the obvious, and that would be the document. Brain is, yeah, I can't say that word on here, but it is messed at the moment. Okay, so let's start with this one. And I'm assuming that the other supervisors are doing this with their students. Okay, so this is the consent, and you can see here. Okay, no, we're not filling this in. Oh gosh, no, 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 no. So this one, ignore. We are not filling that in. None of us are using artifacts from IIE, from the IIE whatsoever. Don't. It just creates an extra layer of headache. I'm pretty sure no one is using IIE people. So let's look at it in the right order then. So this one here, and it allows you to, James is popping in as well. How's it, James? So let's look at this one together. Okay, so this is the consent form, the informed consent form. Who here is doing quantitative research? Who is doing quantitative research? Jades, you're doing quantitative research. That's fine. Okay, Boyo, so in your instrument, can you please put this detail in your instrument, okay? Because that makes it a lot easier for us, okay? So that makes it a lot easier for us. So please make sure that when you stick these as annexures to your proposal, that you complete this, okay? You cannot submit it like that. They will have the absolute heebie-jeebies during the ethics committee. This has to be completed and obviously turn it into the right color. You can see there, and you can see there, I mean, it's often because you're a subject matter expert or whatever the case may be. And then at the end, here are your contact details, and here are my details as well. I think everyone has my stuff available. And then you can just here stick in what it is. At this stage, you can't fill that in because we're not allowed to approach people yet. That's what the participant will sign. And then obviously this is what you need to complete. I just want to make sure that, yeah, that's the participant signature. Don't sign there. Again, Jaden, if you could just, yeah, I wonder what the easiest way is to do this, because you're going to have 50 people. I would put this into my instrument, where I would put this into my instrument. I would still complete it now for the ethical clearance process, but get that kind of thing done. Everyone okay with that one? So non-negotiable has to be an annexure. Okay. Go for it, Deirdre. Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Sorry.
No, that's fine, Deirdre. And to also just say, guys, there goes what I wanted to say. Oh my word, man. Yeah, also refer to these annexures. So remember, when you do your ethical clearance, that bit on the ethical clearance, do no harm, all of that, get consent. This is part of that. So say see annexure A, or whatever the heck this annexure is. Okay. Everyone okay with that one? So there should be no dramas in terms of that. Please refer to it in your document. I'll come back to some of the other stuff that we need to make mention of. Then the third one here, gatekeepers letters. I'm secretly hoping that none of you are doing within a specific organization, but are doing across organizations. So the moment you go into an organization and you do your research in a single organization, I need this thing completed. So there are two components there. The first one is applying to the gatekeeper. The second one is, I wonder if they've got both of them in there. I'll look at Q in a second. Yeah, there should be an application. I'll find where it is. I was told that these were all the documents. I didn't look. Hold on a second. I'm frustrated about that. You see, I'm not the P gal, but I am doing most of their work, and I can't keep doing it for them. And this was supposed to be sent out by someone else. Hold on. Let me just see where that is. Shucks. Oh my goodness me. Okay, I'll have to get it, guys, because they've updated these documents. I'm also now being very silly because the documents have, in fact, been updated. I will get it. It is the letter that you send out when you approach the CEO of the company. Can I just see, is anyone doing it in a particular organization? Because the nature of our studies seems to be across organizations. Sarah, I'm not sure about you, though. Is it fair to say that everyone is taking people from across organizations? Jaden, that's you. Deirdre?
Yeah, I won't be just focusing on one company or
So
organization.
people will represent you in their own capacity as subject matter experts. Okay. Georgia, Jade, I think you also going across schools, I'm assuming. Georgia, I know
Yes, sir.
that,
Yes,
yeah,
I
okay,
can
I
go
think
off.
you're fine. Kira, you are going across people. James, are you within a company? Oh, that's fine, Sarah. So they're representing themselves in their personal capacity. You won't make mention of it. You will just give us an idea. Okay. I'm checking what James is typing. Sarah, when you say you're going across 3 companies, um, are these companies you know fairly well?
Hi, Doc. Yes, it
Hi.
is. So,
One of them is so the company that I work for, one of the departments have done a little bit of work in terms of smart properties and developments and things like that. The other one is the actual developers of smart properties and smart property developments. They actually worked with the Waterfall precinct when they
Okay.
did that smart property development. And another one is also another property company that has had experience with smart properties and smart metering for their specific portfolio.
I think we're going to need, I think, get ethical clearance letters, because you'll be speaking to more than one person in their companies, Sarah. Let's
Okay.
rather do the gatekeepers because you know them well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be better. Okay, this is the gatekeeper approach letter. Let me just upload it here. I hope they've not updated it. Oh, goodness me, what am I doing? I'll stick it on the group. Why am I being an idiot? The WhatsApp group. Okay, so the gatekeeper's approach letter. Let me just do this because my brain is a sieve. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the broader group, guys. Okay, and I just want to make sure, because I'm also not. Yeah, so this is the one they give you once they grant consent. The other ones are approach letters. But if you're going to go speak to them directly, yeah, I don't even know. And I think it almost obviates the need for this. But maybe just get it done in case people get clever at the ethics committee. Right, where is that? Okay, you'll see it's there, guys. It's intuitive, quite simple. So that's the second one. Any questions with that one? Um, and then this one here, gotta love the spelling mistake there, guys, under grout. Okay, an extra Q. Have a glance at this one. Let me just make sure here. Undergraduate programs, okay. Yeah, you've got to fill this in as well, guys. It is simple. This comes from your detail. Okay, so you can see purposive, snowball, but even yes, and snowball. So just complete it. This is based on your documents. Okay, you have to complete this. Okay, you have to complete that one as well. And the one I need to talk about is this here. I want to make sure that I get the right one here. No, I don't want to use that one. Yeah, this is the one, guys. So what has happened because of the AI, and it's not just us, I think this is across the board. It's become really problematic. So, yeah, thanks, James, for that, boyo. If it's four-ish or five-ish, Sarah, that would make it easier. Then you might not need gatekeepers. But when you start speaking to too many people in one organization, it might be problematic. Okay. So in terms of this, please complete the AI declaration. I just, I believe this has been shared with you previously. the comment was that everyone is using AI, and we would want you to use AI, but it's the ethical use, and I think we've discussed this at length. So just say how you've used AI. Please, guys, do not copy from AI. Do not get AI to correct your English. If you are going to use AI, rather just say to the AI, here is a piece of writing that I've done, correct it. Please also remember not to say please and thank you to the AI. It apparently requires significant amount of processing power every time somebody is nice to ChatGPT. Okay. Georgia Jade, can we load that if anyone has it? I believe this was given to you guys as part of the initial orientation, not with me, the generic overall orientation. If not, I will have to get one and I will get it to you. Okay, just let me know. Right, so make sure that your data collection instrument, guys, it is your set of questions. It is okay, Jaden, we are going to use existing scales and we're going to slightly adjust existing scales. We've spoken about it. It is your data collection instrument. So the interview questions that you'll be asking, the survey questions that you will be putting together. In terms of that, please remember in our slides, I did give you guys quite a clear indication of what the I just want to find it, my apologies. Not going to find it, sorry. And I'm now being an idiot. Okay. Right, the interview protocol. If we could stick to this in that, so you're heading and then you can fill in whatever. I'm assuming that everyone is doing online interviews. Is that correct? If you do face-to-face, then you just fill that in. Instructions in terms of that, and then also your questions. So the actual questions that you want to ask. An icebreaker question is, where do you work? What is your job title? Simple stuff like that. And then you start with your actual set of questions. This is recorded, James, not to worry. So then you start with your actual questions. Please remember what and how questions. Please be careful not to ask leading questions where you imply the answer in the questions. And then please also do, oh, flippin' heck. Please also remember to put that bit in there because all of you are doing purposive plus snowball sampling. So the snowball is fantastic. When you've spoken to somebody who is a subject matter expert, those people generally will have other people that they can refer you to, and then just remember little courtesies, etc., and then transcribe your recording. Please also just say that you will record and how you are going to, I'll just admit, James, hold on a second, how you're going to data protect, password protect the recordings. So you have to record and then you have to transcribe. Okay. Any questions now? I don't know if I've answered the questions about the forms. So no, yeah, go for it, Kira.
Yeah, so if they're in-person interviews, I'm guessing you'd be writing down the information, and so then there's
No, you have to record.
As in like a voice recording.
As a voice recording, just use your phone. Can I just say, if you do online, and if you use, I would imagine Google Meet and all of those, they have a recording function built in, but just make sure that you record and that you trust your recording. I think people who are doing face-to-face interviews record on your laptop and on your phone because we've had too many wobbles happen. And then also just, Kira, you are, however, going to take notes in terms of the kind of body language, the kinds of things that you can't pick up in terms of the language. So somebody uncomfortable, somebody excitable. If you can't pick it up in their voice, then just keep a record of that as well.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks, sir.
Okay, pleasure. Right, and then, yeah, the rest is here, guys. Yeah, and then do not do this. No one speaking to anyone in the IIE. It is a layer of approval that I do not want to deal with, guys. And it's not me who'll deal with it, but I honestly, the person who has to deal with, I don't trust. So don't use IIE. Okay. Right. So if we, Sarah, you're typing. Why can't you chat to me, guys? Are you in the office? Surely not. Have I done something with a setting here?
She means that she can't chat to you about the, like, technically then we can't chat to you or interview you.
No, you want subject matter experts. You don't want idiots. I am so slow. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Honestly. Oh, honestly, I wear the term dumbass and idiot with pride. So I suppose I'm not allowed to say dumbass on a recording, so I won't say dumbass again. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. I just I'm overwhelmed. I think that's the case. Okay, so just to go through this, please remember the recordings are important. I met with a student today who hasn't listened to any of the recordings. Now, it's not one of you. It's somebody from the broader group. I had to, yeah, it doesn't really matter what the case was. Those recordings are those recordings are fairly important. Play a bit, play the recording, pause. Play the next bit in the recording, pause. Also, you've got feedback in terms of your other documents. You've got feedback in terms of your presentations. Your presentations are very important in terms of this process. So remember all of that. Yeah, this stuff you can pick up yourself. Right. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I'll give feedback if I'm concerned. Is anybody planning on sending me a draft? If you send me a draft, guys, if it could be Friday morning, I would appreciate it. If I work another weekend, my wife will stab me. And please don't think that's an idle threat. My wife will literally stab me. Okay. So I'll try and avoid that. All of this, guys, you've got this, honestly. No, don't worry. I should stab me again, because that actually would be a more accurate description. We'll see. I just can't work this weekend, guys, because honestly, yeah, I will be, yeah, I will be bleeding from a place that I shouldn't be bleeding from. Not that I should bleed from any place. Okay. Guys, is there anything else specific from you? Oh, gosh.
So sir,
Mm,
so can you just give me a rundown of all the annexures that we have to just add? Because in the like the
okay.
document, yeah, it only mentions 2, but obviously we have to. Is that
Yeah.
everything? What you now on the
There's
screen?
so
Okay.
your data collection instrument, you'll make mention that you're doing interviews, but the actual instrument, the set of questions, the yeah, exactly, that one as well. So yeah, these are the declarations, annexures that you need to have. That's it. Okay. And then that one and that one also, guys. So you can see there that we've done. They're quite happy if the gatekeepers are concerned that you haven't got ethical clearance, that you get the ethical clearance after. I don't like that. I like the idea of getting the gatekeepers done beforehand. because if they turn you down, then we've got a problem later. So rather get the approval prior to that. Yeah, Sarah, I think that's quite accurate as well. My wife just walked in with a knife, so I'm going to keep quiet going forward. Okay, so there we are, guys. Those are the annexures. Please do not worry about this rubbish. We're not dealing with this at all. So it's
So
that bit at the top. Yeah, Kira?
so are we doing up until RRE? So the
Yeah,
rest
up
of
to,
those.
you do ABCQO. Yeah.
A,
E,
B,
Q, O.
C,
If you
D,
have
E,
gatekeepers,
Q,
you
O.
need to have a,
Okay.
but if you don't have gatekeepers, you skip that. And as I said,
Okay.
just refer to these annexures in the document itself.
Okay. Okay, thanks, sir.
It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. We should have no issues in terms of the ethical clearance. If I make slight tweaks to your title, please forgive me. But there shouldn't be too much of an issue at this point. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine, Georgia Jade. Thank you. Yeah. I think we'll be fine, guys. I'm really not fussed about my people. Yeah, I'm not fussed about my people. Any other questions? Is anyone nervous at this point in time?
Yes.
Good. Oh, goodness me, Deirdre. And if somebody can find that Annexure A1, always, guys, you weren't nervous when you did your presentations to me, so why would you be nervous now? I think we all need a holiday, Kira. We all need a holiday. So this year is like Pac-Man, and then you guys are all too young to know what Pac-Man is. But I feel like one of the ghosts being chased by Pac-Man when he's got full power. I must be careful of my references. Pac-Man. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Pac-Man is. Okay. Anything else? Oh, Sarah, what a dream. I'm still so, mind you, I kept having children, so I'll have to keep working until I'm very old. Yeah, I'm ancient and I've got an 18-year-old just starting university, so I don't think retirement is in my near future. Okay. We'll share it amongst ourselves. Whoever wins the lotto, just tell us and we'll share it as a group. I think that's a good idea. If there isn't anything else, guys, I've got on pause The Chase. I'm one of these sad creatures that watches The Chase every night of my life. And if you don't know what The Chase is, shame on you. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop recording because I really am embarrassing myself now. And then just a general thank you from me, guys.